All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Model Monday Live, where we challenge you to take a 2D print and turn it into a 3D CAD model as quickly as possible, and to see how fast you are against the rest of the CAD community, or at least the rest of the Model Monday Live community. You can participate in these challenges using any CAD system you want, and it's a lot of fun. Here on Model Monday Live, we have people using FreeCAD, we have people using Plasticity, Onshape, Libre, SolidWorks, we have people using IronCAD, we have people using CATIA, Build 123D, we have people using Fusion 360, Autodesk Inventor, Creo. So we got people using all kinds of different CAD systems, and today is your chance to kind of show off your skills. Omri in the chat says, I will do CATIA today. Very nice. And Hoffler-Vencerarier says, ahoy. Ahoy. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. John Dagestein is here. Jern, welcome. Amir Shea is here. Hi, people. Hello. Victor K, the world champion of 3D CAD speed modeling, is here today joining us. And LGRFBS is here from Sweden. What's up? Bodie McBoatpants, our web dev extraordinaire, is here. And Ricardo Jean, old friend of the show, is here as well. Welcome. And Hoff says, I guess I'm boring for using good old SolidWorks. There you go. That's all right. I'll be using some SolidWorks also. Bodie McBoatpants says, another sea lover. Yeah, very cool. Making connections here at Model Monday Live. Always good to see. All right, guys. Well, we're trying something a little bit new, moving into the new season, moving out of tournament season. We're trying to make sure that we get everything started on time. So if you like the live streams starting right on time, put a 1 in the chat. Let us know. We got Airwick in the chat. Airwick, got a big announcement about Airwick today. I won't spoil the announcement. Welcome. Wow, Ricardo Jean coming in with some super chat, €5. Thank you so much, Ricardo Jean. Always very much appreciated. Thank you so much for the financial contribution. Really appreciate it. And if you guys are out there and you guys like starting things right on time, then you let us know. Andre's in the chat. What's up, Andre? Good seeing you in here. It's cool seeing you in the tournament this last week too. Great seeing you in here in the chat. Says, sorry I'm late. What did I miss? Well, we're starting everything on time. That's what you missed. The big announcement was we're going to try and start our live streams right on time, right on the advertised time. So that's it. That's all you missed. Rich Penn is in the chat, says 1. Says, I like that. I'm glad to hear that we are going to be starting everything right at the advertised time. That's good. Good deal. Jake Honeywell is here in the chat. Says, what's up? What's up, Jake? Welcome. Thanks for joining us. All right, guys, let's move into today's challenges. Today's live CAD versus CAD challenges. These are who is the fastest in the chat using any CAD system, live streaming Mondays at 1 p.m. East Coast. Today is Monday, March 25th, and welcome to Model Monday Live. We're going to do 2 CAD speed modeling challenges. We're going to do a recap from the tournament. We're going to do a live solve using SolidWorks. And of course, we're going to engage with the best chat ever, including Ricardo Jean in the chat. Says value for value. Thank you, Toby. Thank you, Ricardo. Very much appreciate the support. Glad that you're getting a lot of value out of the channel, and I'm glad that you're able to send some value back. It's really appreciated. It goes a long way. Guys, my live solve today, I'm going to do this model here. This came from Model Monday Live last week. It's a Tier 5 model, this rod mount 2. But I have what I think is a pretty cool solution for this one, so I'm going to share that with you and see what you guys think about that one. And we're going to do our CAD speed modeling challenges for the chat. So if you're here for the first time, welcome. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a 2D print and ask you to turn it into a 3D model as quickly as you can. And you're going to calculate the mass from that model, and then you're going to enter that mass directly in the YouTube chat. And whoever can do it fastest is the winner and wins the big points for the day. So the basic rules are that you can use any 3D CAD package as long as you can input density and output mass. And even we've seen plasticity users who didn't have that option for density. It might be in there now, but we've seen plasticity users just do a straight calculation of volume times density using Windows Calculator. That's fine too. You know, if you need to do it manually, that's fine too. So as long as you can somehow input density and output mass, well, then you can use any 3D CAD package you want. And of course, when you answer, use the specified precision, and the first correct answer in the chat will be declared the winner. Will win the points. We'll get on the leaderboard here for March in the Model Monday Live website. Let's see what that leaderboard looks like currently. So let's take a look here. Here's TooTallToby.com, our website, the hub for the gamification of 3D CAD. And if we go to the Model Monday Live link up top, we can see that in March, it's a four-way tie. Victor K, Aaron C, Ricardo, Gene, and Dom all have 1 point in March. So today is going to determine who's going to pull ahead, who's going to be the winner for March. Can't wait to see what happens here. I love these tight races. The materials and the units that we use are shown on the screen here. If you're here for the first time, if you've never done a Model Monday Live challenge before, maybe take a moment, grab a screen capture. That way you will know the materials and the unit systems that we use here on Model Monday Live. It may be a little bit different from your CAD system, the density, so make sure that you've got those densities marked down. You've got a custom material created in your CAD system. And the advanced rules are that this is meant to be fun and good-spirited. Occasionally, I will make a mistake. I actually made a mistake in the tournament. Somebody called me out in the comments on a mistake that I made in the tournament. So if you guys notice that, let me know down in the chat. But occasionally, I'll make a mistake. And of course, the Ivan exploit is permitted. Jordan says, oh, wow, there's a free CAD runner in the March leaderboard challenge. Yes, there definitely is, Jordan. We're going to get a lot more active with those leaderboard challenges moving into the summer. So you guys have a lot of cool stuff to look forward with those challenges. But here we go. This first challenge for this episode of Model Monday Live. Take a 2D print and turn it into a 3D model. This challenge for all of you. And what you can do is you can just grab a screen capture. As soon as I show the 2D print here, you can just grab a screen capture. Use Windows snipping tool or something to move it onto your second screen, because I'm going to keep going with the presentation. This challenge begins in 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. Nice little tier 3 part. Get things started here today. What is the mass of this part in XXXX grams? Tolerance is plus or minus 3 grams, 1060 aluminum alloy, 2,700 kilograms per cubic meter. This is a tier 3 part. Da Vinci is here in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Right on time. Grab a screen capture of this print. This is our first challenge today. You can see there's some notes in magenta, as Rich Penn likes to call them, Toby notes, special notes here in the drawing. So make sure you notice what's going on with those notes. Nothing necessarily tricky about this model, but definitely some interesting features here. We'll see how long it takes you to go from a 2D print to a 3D model and calculate the mass correctly. That's the whole point of Model Monday Live. That's why you're here today. So good luck to everyone. Grab a screen capture of that print. Take a sip of my delicious orange drink, and we will move on. Let me do a quick audio check here. Make sure that the music sounds good. I think we're at a pretty good level here. If anything's too loud, let me know. Did just checked my settings on my end. I think that it sounds pretty good to me. But of course, if anything sounds too loud, too quiet, you guys can let me know. All right. Let's move on here and talk about the wonderful world of the gamification of 3D CAD. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you can like and subscribe. That's the easiest way to support the channel. We got 31 people watching right now, and it looks like we've got 12 likes. So let's see what we can do to get that ratio to be 1-to-1. Hit that like button. We got 31 people watching. Let's get 31 likes on this live stream. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, get notifications when we put out new content, and share and reshare. That's a huge way you can help support the channel. And there's lots of ways you can do that. You could make a video tutorial of one of my challenge models. You could just send a link to your coworker. You could walk over to one of your coworkers and just whisper in their ear and say, hey, guess what? There's a really cool YouTube channel you should check out. It's called TooTallToby. Visit TooTallToby.com. Let them know. Dom is in the chat. What's up, Dom? Welcome, welcome. Came in the final 4 of our 2024 Spring Open. Welcome, welcome. As Aaron C. would say, 3rd place. So welcome, Dom. Thank you for joining us today. Victor K already coming in with an answer. He is the world champion of 3D CAD speed modeling. So, you know, you guys are up against some tough competition. And where else can you go to compete against the world champion? Multiple world champions now. So don't forget to support the channel, like and subscribe, share and reshare. And of course, if you want to support financially, if you have the capability and you want to send some value back, you can use Super Chat, you can use Super Thanks, or we have an avenue on TooTallToby.com/donate. So you can visit us there if you want to send some value back in the form of some type of financial support. Always very much appreciated, very much welcome. Bob Phelps is here from Iowa. Welcome, Bob. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, welcome. So in the world of TooTallToby news, well, the next tournament, we decided there's no summer tournament. Now, listen, guys, I'm going to throw a little caveat in here. I'll say there's no summer tournament officially. We got some stuff, some ideas. We got some ideas. We might have like a super short tournament over summer. We might do something in the middle of summer. There might be a pop-up tournament. So, you know, don't get too down. Don't get too depressed. Don't get too worried. There may still be a summer tournament, but officially we're not going to have a summer open the way we had a spring open. So if we do anything, it'll be kind of a blitz, maybe just like a very short timeline tournament. But be on the lookout for, you know, our summer schedule or other summer activity. We're really going to focus a lot on practice models and on the leaderboard challenges. But we are going to have a world championship later this year. We're working out the final date. It looks like the finals are going to take place sometime in October. So the world championship is on for 2024. And that's basically when our next official tournament is going to be. Aaron C is in the chat. What's up, Aaron C? We're just talking about you. Now you are here. Welcome, welcome. Also, in the world of TooTallToby, we do have a training class coming up potentially next week. TooTallToby's CSWP prep training. So if you're a SolidWorks user and you want to take kind of a boot camp, a 2-day boot camp, and learn all the skills that are needed to pass your CSWP, you can check it out. Toby CSWP prep says planning for the CSWP, how to purchase, what to expect during the exam, sample parts and practice, assembly and mates lesson, time-saving tips and tricks, and strategies for the day of. So basically everything you need to get through your CSWP. 2-day boot camp. Join us. It's running next week. You can visit us, TooTallToby.com/training if you want to register for that class, TooTallToby.com/training. And also you can directly contact the training coordinator if you have any questions, TooTallToby.com/training. Would love to see you in that CSWP class next week. Running it next week. So I hope we can see you next week. You get training files, you get the certificate at the end, you get it all. Mr. EV is here, says I'm exploring Fusion 360 software. Nice, cool. I hope you're having fun with this practice challenge. If you didn't get a chance to see it, just roll back in the video. Aaron C in the chat says, shoot, looks like I missed the first practice part starting now. Good luck, Aaron C. We're making a shift here in the TooTallToby mentality. We're gonna try and start the live streams right at the advertised time. We'll have the little buffer, couple minute buffer prior to that advertised start time. So that's what we're going to try to do. We'll see how it goes. You know how I am. Deadline hero. Guys, the March leaderboard is in full effect right now. If you want to go and you want to compete against some of the other runners in the world of 3D CAD speed modeling, the March leaderboard is up, is running, is in full effect, is ready for all of you to participate. TooTallToby.com/leaderboard is the website, TooTallToby.com/leaderboard. Here we can see we actually have a solid edge runner. First time, I think, we've had a solid edge runner in all of the leaderboard challenges. Here's all the past leaderboard challenges. I don't think we ever had a solid edge runner. So I think this is our first one. Very cool to see a solid edge runner in here. And we got some good times. Airwick is at the top of that leaderboard. 4 minutes and 3 seconds, did all 3 of these models, made a recording of himself, calculated the values correctly. So if you guys want to compete, if you got that competitive spirit in you, you want to learn how fast you are compared to some of these other runners, you can give this a try. The leaderboard challenges are up, are running, and the March leaderboard challenge is currently active. So give it a try. TooTallToby.com/leaderboard. There's a video here of all the rules. You can watch that video. And the March leaderboard, like I said, is in full effect. March leader, B-A-O-R-D. That's how you spell it. March leaderboard. Mr. EV says, I got 6 months free trials of Onshape Professional. Fire. Nice. Good job, man. That's awesome. Congratulations and good luck. It's a winner in my book, for sure. That's a total win. Guys, I did go through and I posted a bunch of the videos showing the highlights from the CAD vs. CAD tournaments. So if you visit TooTallToby's YouTube channel, you'll see those highlights if you wanted to kind of go through and catch up and kind of see how we got to the final 8. And of course, the shorts experiment continues. We have done a shorts every single day, starting January 16th. So we're on number, I think, 72 right now. Every single day we are doing shorts. So check it out. Check out the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like those shorts. Leave a comment. Leave a second comment. Leave a comment about your comments. Do whatever you can to help engage with those shorts and spread the word. I'm also posting them on other platforms. So even if you already saw it on one platform, if you see it on another one and you can hit the like button, it really does help to spread the word. And of course, share those with other people. You know, if you know people who are in SolidWorks, send them a link. Say, hey, subscribe to this guy. Watch these shorts. He's sending out videos every day. BJH says, how many shorts are you doing? I'm going to try and do one every day for a year. It's my goal. So I'm just going to keep going every single day for as long as I can, at least. As long as nothing comes up that stops me from doing them. So I got plenty more ready to fire out to all of you. So, and also, what's up, Barry? Welcome. Our friend from England. All right, guys, let's talk about the Spring Open. 2024 Spring Open ended last week. We had Onshape Imants versus SolidWorks Dom. We had Onshape Airwick versus SolidWorks Crispy Co. Really cool to have the final 4 using 2 different CAD systems. It was really interesting to see how this whole thing shook out. But of course, I got to thank all the sponsors from that tournament. A Libre sponsored that tournament. We had 2 people running with a Libre. If you guys check out a Libre, it's easy to use 3D CAD that you purchase, that you own, that you download and install. And if you check out their website and you want to purchase anything, you can actually get a discount all throughout March, 22% off your entire cart using the code TooTallToby 22MAR, and that code is down in the description as well. Of course, our friends at SolidBox, mysolidbox.com, been with us for a long time on the channel, almost since the start of the channel. Great group of guys, great group of friends, and sponsoring the tournament as well. They sponsored the Spring Open. SolidBox will offer you professional, no IT required computer solutions. So if you're ever in the market for new computer hardware, visit mysolidbox.com. We had a special sponsor for the Elite 8, Just-in-Time CAD Cam, a veteran-owned Autodesk reseller in the United States that specializes in Fusion, HSM Works, and Inventor Cam. So jitcadcam.com. Be sure to visit them as well, sponsoring our tournament over this spring season. And then in the finals and semifinals, we had Onshape, onshape.pro/TooTallToby. Mr. EV in the chat just mentioned that he got 6 months free trial of Onshape Professional. If you follow this link here, onshape.pro/TooTallToby, you and your entire team can get Onshape for 6 months, and then you can try it out and see if it's the right solution for you. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but if you have 6 months to try it out, that's enough time for you to actually kind of do an entire project together and really learn about the collaborative tools in Onshape. So onshape.pro/TooTallToby, get 6 months. And they were our sponsor for the March 20th semifinals and finals. Like I said, I've been grabbing some highlights from each of these matches and throwing them into a playlist. You guys can watch that playlist and kind of see what you come up with. But that tournament, that Final Four, was absolutely epic. Onshape versus SolidWorks, Onshape versus SolidWorks. That first match on the right side of the bracket with Airwick and Crispy Co. went to 3 battles. So Battle 1, Battle 2, Battle 3 went to 3 battles, and Airwick was able to nudge out Crispy Co. in that final battle and lock down the win. Very, very close battles. This is right near the end. This is right before Airwick came in with his answer. You can see both the runners have finished their model. It was very, very close. And then in the final battle, Airwick versus Imants, Onshape versus Onshape in the absolute finals. And it was Airwick once again who just barely nudged out Imants. You can see here Imants actually had the model complete first, but he came in with an incorrect answer. And Airwick was able to move through, get the correct answer, and ultimately take down the championship. So huge shout out to Airwick in those battles. He had a very, very tough route to that championship, but was able to take on all comers and lock down the win. And he is our 2024 Spring Open champion. So really, really cool. Victor K says, TooTallToby, could you do a live solve of the thumb lever next week? Yeah, I could probably do that. I feel like I've done that before, but I'm happy to do it again. I mean, they do change every tournament. They do change a little bit. So yeah, I could do that for sure. No problem, Victor K. Anything for you, the world champion. The world champion asks a question, and I say yes as well. And Gianna's in the chat. What's up, old friend? Good to see you in here. Great having you here in Model Monday Live. Great to see you in here. Thanks for joining us. Long time no see. Airwick says, so much sweat. Bro, you had a really, really tough run. That was like, I can't imagine a more difficult path to the championship. Like, everyone you went against was just an absolute beast. So, I mean, everybody in the tournament is awesome. I'm not trying to degrade anybody else, but I just feel like Airwick just match after match after match just had, you know, some real tough competition. So, very, very well earned for sure. And humble too. I see your humble note there in the chat. Procky is here. What's up, Procky? Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Great to see you in here. Thanks for joining us. Okay, finishing out the TTT news. We do have a TooTallToby Discord. It's getting more and more active. Huge shout out to Victor K. He's in there all the time helping people out. Phosphor gets in there a lot. Jern gets in there a lot with some cool build 123D content. So we're going to keep building that out as well. But check out the TooTallToby Discord. There's a link down in the description. The practice models is constantly being updated as well. If you want to visit TooTallToby.com/practice, you can see that leaderboard, TooTallToby.com/practice. We've got a built-in clock, tiered level difficulty, leaderboard, track your progress, mobile friendly, maybe. Jason O is here. What's up, my man? Long time no see. Thanks for joining us. Welcome. I think one of the big, like, kind of fundamental shifts that we're going to see here with TooTallToby is that this really isn't a leaderboard, right? The practice models app at TooTallToby.com, it's really not a leaderboard. Like, it doesn't really seem right to call that a leaderboard. I think I just called it that as kind of like a placeholder. It's more like a record of completion. And I think that really the kind of philosophic differences between practice models and the actual leaderboard challenge is the leaderboard challenge is more like you going against someone else, like Airwick going against Dom here, trying to beat out his time. Like, you know, different people might see his time. Somebody might see Airwick's time and might say like, oh, I think I could do better than that. I think I could get under 4 minutes. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep battling and seeing if I can get, you know, faster than Airwick. Where the practice models page is really more for you, like for you individually, to get better, to challenge yourself, to practice your skills, and to kind of see, like, to repeat practicing those skills of, I'm going to look at a 2D print and I'm going to turn that 2D print into a 3D model. And so I think I might end up changing the name of this. Instead of calling this a leaderboard, I think I might come up with a different name. If you guys have any ideas, any suggestions in the chat for what we could call this, like a completionist board or completionist, I'm sure I can spell that, right? Board or something like that. You know, any suggestions you have, let me know in the chat. But I think this is a little bit different. This is a little bit more like just letting people know. It's like an achievement board. We need a new competition where everyone uses the same mouse in their left hand. Uses the mouse in their left hand for Jason O. Oh, I like that. Yeah. That seems fair. Yeah, he busted up his wrist, so yeah. Don't ask him how he did it. This is a PG stream, okay? Progress chart. Yo, Airwick, that's good. I like that. Progress chart. That's really good. Might call it that. Yeah, so this is kind of, I think, like the big shift that you guys are going to be seeing here as we move into summer. Practice models, that's for you to practice. It's for you to hang out and practice. Leaderboard, that's where you go if you want to compete. You want to show off your skills. If you want to compete live, come right in here. Come right where you are now. Model Monday Live. That's where you compete live. And then, of course, we've got the tournaments, and we will have more tournaments later this year. New models later today. I'll put up some more models later today. I'll round out the month of March. That'll get us up to 30 total. 30 practice models in there. And then we're going to move into April, and then we'll have some more models in April as well. Airwick says, it would be cool to be able to see a graph of your stats. Don't worry, my man. It's coming. We're tracking all that stuff. We are tracking all that stuff. Bodie McBoatpants says, refresh your screen. Let's go. Let's see what we got here. Progress chart. Oh, look at this guy. I like that. Eric and Bodie McBoatpants for the win. There we go. Progress chart. Very nice. Very, very nice. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Awesome. Well done. Put a 1 in the chat, guys. If you guys appreciate Bodie McBoatpants, put a 1 in the chat. Jordan says, most responsive website. Yeah. Most responsive web dev. Yeah, exactly. Airwick says, have to go to a work meeting. Peace out. Yo, thanks for joining us, Airwick. Great seeing you in here. All right, guys, that's it for now. Don't forget, like and subscribe. What do we got here? We got 34 people watching. Soon to be 33. Airwick's got to cash out. We got 24 likes. Let's see what we could do to get that like and view ratio to 1-to-1. It seemed like we had a lot of answers coming in here on this first one. Let's see what's going on here. A lot of different people coming up with answers. All right, here we go. Let's go back to the beginning here. First answer came in from Victor K. 3829. Airwick coming in 3773. Then we see Airwick revising 3829. Ricardo Jean 3773. Dom 3773. A lot of people coming in with that 3773. Aaron C 3829. Those are the two answers I'm seeing a lot of. Is it one of those? Omri coming in here 3388. Amir coming in 3773. Like that too. Wonder if I should move this. Hold on. I think I might move this over here. I think it might look better if I'm looking over here. Because now it kind of looks like I'm looking at the chat, right? Yeah. This is better. Optically, this is better. Let's see here. Okay, Amir Shade 3773. So we're seeing those two numbers. Hoff coming in 3829. Matt coming in 3829. What's up, Matt? Welcome, welcome. Aaron C 3774. I think that's just a commentary though. Gian coming in 3829. Jern coming in 3829. Sorry, Jern, skipped you there. 3829 using build 123D. Awesome, awesome. We'll probably see that show up in the TooTallToby Discord before the stream is over. All right. So we saw those two numbers, 3829 or something like that, and then 3773. Which one is it gonna be? Which one is it gonna be? Let's find out. The correct answer is 3829. So congratulations to Victor K. Smashing that one so fast. I was barely done talking about anything. Value. I was barely done talking about value for value, and that answer came in 3829. GG to Victor K. Let's put a GG in the chat for Victor K. Let's see here. Is there a smart way to do this MML #1 whole pattern? I did it. I did 4 as a pattern, then 2 endpoints manually. Yeah, I mean, for me, when I did it with Whole Wizard, I just kind of picked the point. Like I created a sketch here of this line arc. I probably did offset entities from the edge. And then I had 1, 2, 3, 4 points. And then you can inference the midpoint of an arc in SolidWorks. So I just picked those as well and just kind of dropped them all in as points. So no, I didn't do it as like a, curve-driven pattern or anything. I just dropped them all in there. Maybe point-driven pattern, but that's basically what Whole Wizard is anyway. All right, guys, well done. GG to Victor K. That's going to allow him to pull ahead. Yep, exactly, Victor K, exactly. Exactly. Great minds thinking alike. That's what I like to see. Well, we are going to now move on to our second challenge here of the day. So get your screen capture software ready. MW Snap or Window Snipping Tool or Snagit or whatever it is that you use. Because this second CAD vs. CAD challenge for the chat, who is the fastest in the chat, begins in 3, 2, 1, go. Wait, no, that's not it. Hold on. That's not it. Is it this next one? Hold on, that's not it, guys. It's a false alarm. False alarm, everybody. Sorry. Stand by a minute. Doing some quick adjustment. What did I do there? That's not right. At least we got some good music while this is happening. That's always a plus. Here we go. Try this again. Congratulations, GG to Victor K, world champion of 3D CAD speed modeling. And this next challenge, get your screen capture software ready, because this next challenge begins in 3, 2, 1, go. What is the mass of this part in XXX grams? Tolerance is plus or minus 1 gram. Kind of a cool part. Tier 4 part. We're going up a notch here from our previous model. Aaron C says 420.69. Well done, Aaron C. Nailed it. Okay. Victor K says 2094. Yeah, you remember that one, huh? So, congratulations. Yes, this is the correct part. Grab a screen capture of this part. This part is called rod support, and this part is MMGS plain carbon steel, 7,800 kilograms per cubic meter. And what is the mass of this part in XXX grams? XXX grams. So good luck to everybody. Kind of a fun part. We've seen this one before. Different variation, but same idea, but still kind of a fun part, kind of an interesting set of geometry that we run into here with this one. So grab a screen capture, move it onto your second screen, and see what you can come up with for this one. I'm gonna leave this up on the screen while I take one more sip of my delicious drink. That is so delicious. And we are gonna move on. Yo, Muffin Fuzz in the chat. What's up? Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Great to see you in here. And I saw Rock Crawler in there too with the GG. What's up, Rock Crawler? Great to see you in here as well. All right, guys, let's move on. You guys can work on that one. I'm going to do some SolidWorks 3D modeling. And the model that I'm going to try is this one here, this rod mount. And the rod mount, the reason I wanted to do this in SolidWorks is because there's something really cool you can do in SolidWorks with linear pattern. I've been kind of on this kick now for a couple of months. The whole vary by instance or something like that. Instances to vary. Really cool bit of functionality you could use in SolidWorks in a scenario like this. And so I thought I would just kind of show that off a little bit, give you something to think about, and kind of show you how you could use this to save some time on a model like this. So we get a model like this, you know, we want to make sure that we always go through the same process, kind of same workflow, same thought process. So I'm going to roll back one step, and welcome to your live solve using SolidWorks as your 3D modeling tool. This live solve is going to feature this model here. This is a tier 5 part, MMGS 1060 aluminum alloy. It's called Rod Mounts 2. And what is the mass of this part in XXXX grams with plus or minus 2 grams as the tolerance? So whenever we're creating geometry in 3D CAD, I lately have been using the term discretize. This is a term that you get from mesh modeling when you're doing finite element analysis. You take the entire model and you discretize the model into tetrahedral elements or into hexahedral elements or brick elements. But if you're doing tetrahedral elements, they would be kind of triangular shape. And then what you're able to do is you're able to apply a force here on this node, and you're able to calculate what that force and pressure is going to be exerted at this mid node and also at this node here. And then you're able to repeat that iteratively throughout all of the elements in the model. And that's called discretizing a model in finite element analysis. Well, in the case of 3D modeling, when I advise my students on how to approach a 3D model like this, I say the same thing: discretize the model. But instead of breaking it up into tetrahedral elements, you want to break it up into individual features. So this feature here, this first section of the model here, you might create an entire circle and then extrude that as a solid and say that's your first feature. And then you might create a rectangular cut and notch out the middle of this thing, and that might be your second feature. And then you might create that internal circle, and that might be your third feature. And then you might create the fillet here on this edge, and that might be your fourth feature. And so you would end up with 4 separate features there for that region of the model. And you might call this region of the model the upper sleeve. So instead of looking at the entire model in its entirety, you could look at it in different sections and kind of model through those different sections. So you've got this upper sleeve section, you've got this kind of angled support section 1, you've got this lower base section 1, you've got this angled support section 2, you've got this lower base section 2. This is what you want to do whenever you're getting into the world of going from a 2D print to a 3D model. You want to kind of discretize the model. You want to think about the model in different sections rather than imagining the entire model all at once. And then you want to start asking yourself, you know, what makes sense as far as the location of the origin? What makes sense as far as the order in which I would create these features? So for me, I think what I would do is I would probably create this whole sleeve here as one shape. I mean, I would not round off the corners at first, but I would create the rest of this as kind of one shape and then extrude it. So that's going to be my first feature. Now, where is the origin going to be located for that first feature? Well, I can see here that the length of that feature is 140 millimeters, and I can see here that the model is kind of centered along this direction here. So center line symmetry along this direction here. So maybe I would put the origin right at the middle. Maybe I would put the origin down here at this end. I think it's going to kind of depend on how this geometry here is defined. So it looks like we've got a dimension to that first kind of angled leg coming from this end of the model to that first angled leg. So, you know, maybe it does make sense to start with the origin here and then work my way into the model in this direction. This is something that, you know, if I started with the origin here in the middle, or if I started with the origin here for this particular model, it's not really a clear-cut decision. Some models, it's very obvious. Other models, you know, it might be a little bit more subjective, and it might just be a little bit less significant. It might not have as big of an impact on the final result either way. So now I've kind of got a basic game plan for my first feature. You know, my first feature is going to be this kind of sleeve feature here with sharp corners. Then my second feature is going to be this leg here. My third feature is going to be this base. And then, this is where we get to have a little teachable moment. We're going to create a pattern of this leg, and we're going to use vary instance on the pattern. Kind of a cool little feature if you know advanced patterning. We learn about that in the advanced part design or part techniques in Toby's SolidWorks training classes. So then we'll finish off by just going through and adding in these counter bores using Hole Wizard, because that should just be a simple click, 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 click. And then we got to remember to add that fillet at the very end. So now that we've got our game plan, now that we've got kind of a basic idea of how we're going to approach this thing, let's grab a screen capture. Let's move this over to our second screen, and let's go into SolidWorks. I'm going to be using SolidWorks 2020 for this example. SolidWorks 2020 for this example. We could probably use SolidWorks 2015 as well. I'm not sure if that much has changed in the advanced patterning, but I'm going to use SolidWorks 2020 for this example. So here we go. We've got SolidWorks on screen here. Let's start a new document. And for this document, we're going to use the 1060 aluminum alloy MMGS template. Make sure we're starting off on the right right material. Let's go to the, I guess I'll do this from the front plane. Go to the front plane, begin to sketch, orient our view. We're going to create a circle here, use auto dimension and give that circle a diameter of 66. We're going to create another circle here on the inside, create a diameter of 40, and then we're going to create a rectangle, and that rectangle is going to have an arbitrary height, so I'll just make that 40, and then a width here of 25. Hit escape, pick the bottom leg of the rectangle, hold control, pick the origin, let go of control, make that midpoint, and that is our geometry for our first extrusion. So now we can take that geometry, we can choose to extrude it. This is going to go out to a depth of 140 millimeters, and I'm going to right mouse button in the background and just say reverse direction, and then right mouse button again. And there is our first feature for this model. So now for our second feature for this model, and let me just change the color of this thing just to make it a little bit easier for everybody to see kind of some of the features that I'm adding. Make this a plain white background. For my second feature, I'm going to create a new plane here. Now, I haven't made a power move on this yet, but I gotta give a huge shout out to Andre, one of my students, who showed me this awesome shortcut for plane creation. And that shortcut is simply click on the face of something and then right mouse button in your context toolbar and choose customize, and then add planes here. Oh, it didn't zoom in. Add planes here on your customized toolbar. Add planes right here on your customized toolbar. Because what that means you can now do, and so you would get that from, I think you get it from, is there a reference geometry section? Yeah, reference geometry, planes, boom, add that on there. And so what that allows you to do is then just anytime you select a face, you can just jump right into planes, boom. So this is gonna be a new plane offset at a distance of 20 millimeters. And then I'll just flip that offset and hit the green check mark. And now I'm ready to create my second feature, which is gonna be that kind of angled leg. So select a plane or a planar face, begin to sketch, orient our view. And for this leg here, we could maybe start out by doing a convert entities for that outer section. We could create this leg coming down like so and over. And then we could just kind of come up here a little bit, hit escape, take that line, make it for construction, take all these lines, choose to mirror across that center. And does that have a tangency relationship on that end? Let's see, is it tangent or is it just called out as, it is tangent, but there's not a note for it, huh? I feel like this print did have a note that said that those were tangent. That's kind of interesting, but all right, I'm gonna leave that one as is. Make sure I'm not overlooking anything. All right. So now this guy is going to have an angle of 30, and this is going to be a distance from the center of the arc down to this location with a value of 80 minus 20. So just so we come down to the top of that foot plate. And now we can choose extrude, and this is not going to be a thin feature. I'm going to do selected contours. We're going to pick this contour here, and then we are going to say that's going to have a width of 30 and right mouse button, reverse direction, right mouse button. There we go. There's our leg one. And now from that leg one, we can select that face, begin a sketch, orient our view, and create our set. I'll just doing this with a center point slot to create this geometry, and then I could maybe do something like draw a line corner to corner here so that I can pick that line, hold control, pick that center point slot, center point, and then choose make midpoint, and that way that slot is centered on that foot. And then I can choose to give this a width of 40, and then the center to center distance for that first one is gonna be 135. So now we're ready to take that geometry and extrude it, and that's going to get extruded to a depth of 20 millimeters. And there we go. That's our first leg. Now, this is where it gets really cool. For our second leg, what we could do is we can choose this option for linear pattern. So linear pattern, we could say that we want to pattern this leg and this foot. And then for our direction one, we could pick, you can use a dimension to define a direction of a pattern. You don't have to, but you can. So we could choose this direction one here, and then we can do some quick calculations here to figure out what the distance is between them. So it looks like it's gonna be 70 millimeters to that second one. Just kind of doing some quick math in my head there. So 70 millimeters to that second one. And then what we can do is we can come down here to where it says instances to vary. This is way down at the bottom of the SOLIDWORKS linear pattern property manager. We could say instances to vary. And then what we could do is we could say that we want to vary. Here it says choose feature dimensions to vary in direction one. Choose feature dimensions to vary in direction one. So what is changing from the first instance of that leg to the second instance of the leg? Well, this 135 dimension is changing. It's becoming 180. And the angle dimension down here is changing. It's changing from 30 to 50. So those are the two dimensions that are going to be changing as I create that pattern. So when you choose this option here for instances to vary, you could say, I want to choose this 135 dimension, and I also want to choose this 30-degree dimension. And then you come out here on the screen and you pick this little magenta dot out here on the screen. And when you pick that dot, you could say modify instance, and you could say, I want that 135 to change to 180. And you could also say, I want that 30 degrees to change to 50 degrees. And then SOLIDWORKS does give you this option here for full preview. So when you choose that option for full preview, then you'll actually see the pattern update and, hopefully show you the preview. Not seeing the preview for some reason. Let's hit the check mark. And look at that. There we go. We've got our version that is at 30 degrees, but then we've also got our version here, which is modified, which is at whatever it is, 50 degrees. We've got our version here, which is at 135, and then we've got our version here, which is at 185. And so very instances, very cool. Victor K coming in with the super chat. Instances to vary would have saved so much time. A valuable power move. Thank you for the value for value. Very much appreciate that super chat. Victor K, the world champion, coming in with some super chat. Thank you so much. So now that we've got that pattern created, now we can go and we can choose the option for hole wizard. And then that whole wizard hole, I see I've got an error in the tree. I'm not going to worry about the error just because I'm running up against the top of the hour. But that whole wizard hole is going to be 10 millimeters through, 20 millimeters counterbore, 5 millimeters depth. And then for position, I can just hold my mouse over the edge here and wake up the center point. Hold my mouse over the edge, wake up the center point. Hold my mouse over the edge, wake up the center point. And hold my mouse over the edge, wake up the center point. And so there's our whole wizard hole. And then we could finish out here by doing a radius of 4 millimeters. And that's going to be on each of these upper edges. Radius here. And now if we go over to our sensors and do a rebuild, we're coming up with an answer, 2094 grams. 2094 grams. And so did we get it correct? Let's find out. Put that answer in the chat here, 2094. And the correct answer is... oh yeah, 2094. GG to Toby. Well done. We got it correct. And that is a little kind of a cool lesson on how to solve in SolidWorks and also how to use that instances to vary. Who knows, maybe there'll be some other spots where you can use that in your career or maybe even in these speed modeling challenges. So check it out. The instances to vary. I'll make a video on that at some point, but for now I wanted to include that as just a teachable moment. I have made some other videos on it in the past, but I'm sure I'll make some more. I'm really on that instances to vary kick. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Don't forget, one last chance here to like and subscribe. Looks like we got 25 people watching. We got 31 likes. That's what I like. That's the flippening, right? We got more people liking than watching. That's what we like to see. Don't forget to share and reshare. And of course, you've seen some people come in throughout the live stream today with value for value. I want to thank those people so much. And of course, if you feel like you're getting value out of this channel, you can always send some financial support back using super chat, using super thanks if you're watching the recording, or using the website, TooTallToby.com/donate. The cool thing about the website is that you can actually set up a recurring donation. So you could set up like a monthly, almost like how you get value maybe from some streaming channels that you use. Maybe you use like Max or you use Disney or Netflix, something like that. Well, this could be your option to do some value for value back to us. Because here on the TooTallToby channel, we show Model Monday Live, we do practice models with the app, we do CAD vs. CAD tournaments, we do power moves, and of course we do the leaderboard challenges. So we try to give out a lot of value. If you ever feel like sending some value back, let us know. Aaron C says, do we have a Venmo option yet? That's a great suggestion, Aaron C. I'll bet I can get Mrs. TallToby to set up something like that. Thank you so much for that suggestion. Make it a little bit more available to the masses. Maybe we'll add like a Cash App. Maybe DraftKings. We'll add an account in there too. We'll just try to cover all of the bases. All right, guys, don't forget, check out the shorts. We're doing a lot of stuff with shorts. And also, don't forget the training. If you want to support TooTallToby and get some value for value, training is a great way to do that. We are doing a CSWP prep class next week, April 4th. So you can join us for a 2-day boot camp. and learn all about how to pass your CSWP exam. Lots of good stuff in there. If you're looking to get certified, if you want to get your team certified, this is your chance. 2-day boot camp, $500 per student. So it's a 2-day boot camp with me, live training, interactive training. I mean, I am on the web meeting, but I'm actually going to be there live with you in the web meeting. So join us next week, CSWP Prep, April 4th. Hopefully we'll see you there. Don't forget about Value for Value. And thank you so much to all the people who do support via Value for Value. And there's lots of ways to support, not just financial, just hitting the like button, sharing the videos with other people, making your own tutorials and linking back to the TooTallToby channel. These are all great ways to support the channel as well. It's not all about, financial contributions, but if you do find yourself in a spot where you can support that way too, it's very much appreciated. All right, guys, here we go. Answer number 2 from this epic episode of Model Monday Live as we wind things down. The rod support, kind of a cool model, kind of some cool geometry in this. Hopefully it gave you some surprises here and there. Making that square cutout was probably a little bit unique for some of you. Not really that common that people run into that. So let's see who came in with the first answer here for this challenge. Let's see here. Looks like the first answer came in from Dom, 977.9. We'll round that to 978. Dom looks like he is revising here to 999. Victor K, 999 says, nice work, Dom. Aaron C, 999. It looks like Dom coming in with that first answer. A lot of people seem to be agreeing with him. Ricardo Jean, 999. Very nice. Gotta love these consistent answers. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. Eric's in the chat. What's up, Eric? Welcome. 999. Very nice. Gianna's here. 999. Very nice. Very nice. Hop is here. 993. Going off the beaten path a bit. I like it. Got 1,060 grams in build 123D. Amir coming in with 1,000 even. Very nice. Jern revising to 999. I like it. Let's see here. Amir coming in 999. Very nicely done. All About Science and Mathematics says, I wish to donate you $1 million. Thank you. And a heart. I'll take the heart as well. Very much appreciated. All right, guys. The correct answer for this one is, here we go. Can I paste a link to my Onshape model? Sure, try it. See what happens, Eric. If it doesn't work, you can always drop it in the Discord. But you can definitely try it. All right, here we go. Correct answer is 999 grams. So GG to Dom, crushing it. Very nicely done, Dom. Congratulations, our third place finisher in the Spring Open. Well done. 999 is the correct answer. And Dom gets the point. Gets on the leaderboard for the March Model Monday Live at TooTallToby.com/Model Monday Live. Very nicely done. Jern pointing out there is a Model Monday Live channel on the Discord. That is true. We do have a dedicated Model Monday Live channel on there. GG to Dom. GG to Dom. GG to Victor. Well done, guys. GG to Toby. I got mine correct, too. I'll throw it a GG for Toby as well. Guys, congratulations to our winners today. Very nicely done. GG to everyone. Exactly. Victor K's got it. GG to everyone. Don't forget, if you didn't get a chance to watch the finals, definitely go back and watch it. I was a little bit sick during the live stream, so my commentary, my voice was a little bit rough, but I got to tell you, the runners were amazing. The matches were awesome. It was really, really exciting. So be sure to go back and watch that. TooTallToby.com/spring if you want to catch up on all that action from throughout the tournament. All the live streams are on there. All About Science and Mathematics says, how about AutoCAD 3D? Yeah, do it. Got it. All CAD are welcome here. As long as you can input density and output mass, you're welcome. And if you want to try and see how you stack up against some of these other competitors, go to TooTallToby.com, do some practice models, TooTallToby.com/practice, do some practice models, and then put yourself to the test by entering the leaderboard challenge. See how fast you are. You can watch some videos from some other people, and you can see how fast you are as well. So join us. We would love to have you join us. All CAD are welcome. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Next week is April 1st, April Fool's Day. We are not going to be here. We are going to be having the Easter break here in the United States. So we are not going to be here for April 1st, but we'll be back the following week, April 8th. So I look forward, actually I might have something then too. We'll see what happens. I look forward to seeing everybody again in the next live stream. In the meantime, check out the practice models page, watch the shorts, watch the pro moves, like, upvote, share any of the social media text, image-based posts. And I just want to say thank you all so much. It's always great coming out of a tournament season. It was a truly successful tournament season with this Spring Open 2024. And now we get to, kind of go back to the drawing board a little bit and get some good models, some good content ready for the World Championship, which is coming up later this year. So between now and then, I look forward to seeing everybody in these live streams, Model Monday Live. I hope everybody has a great rest of your Monday. I hope you have a great rest of the week. And of course, be sure to get in there, keep doing those practice models. The practice models are a lot of fun, and we're going to have more practice models up there for you later today. So, like I said, have a great day, everybody. Have a great week. We will see you guys next time.